Would you live in a carriage house? Would you live in a place like Cincinnati, Ohio? That's where we are once again. Just so you know, I am a California realtor. I have been in Cincinnati for about a year now doing a project, which I'll talk about some other time maybe. But I'm in Cincinnati. I lived here for 12 years. I've lived in California for about 7. But I'm back for a year and I'm kind of soaking it in and remembering all the stuff that I've kind of started to forget. But one of the things about the Rust Belt is I hear people, they say, my God, I wouldn't live there. But I think if you did live here, you realize that it's actually pretty fabulous, and you're just never going to get deals like this, on the coasts, especially California. And I think if you are frustrated, if you live in California or New York or one of these places, and you're frustrated with the ridiculous prices of everything, you can get a place in the Rust Belt that is pretty cool. I'm walking down this alleyway behind these old buildings from the 19th century. I know I've said this many times before that here's a wreck. You can probably have this for cheap. I've said this many times to people. Here's an old school. That if you want to have something, you come to the Rust Belt and you get something here and you fix it up. Because there's a couple of things. One, what you get in California is a 60s era, 70s era home that has very little character, and the build quality sucks, and it's $1 million, and it's not very attractive either. Or you could come here and get something, a fixer-upper, a wreck here, with real character, with real charm. And it's a fraction of $1 million, and you can, they're built so well, you just get a roof on them and get your electrical and your water working properly, and you can, you'd have a house, and then you can spend the rest of your life working on it and fixing it up. That to me is the way to live, not to spend, buy a tutu in California for, a ranch house with no character in a Desperate Housewives type neighborhood, and pay that insane mortgage and then pay those insane taxes. You come to some place like this and get something fabulous, a fabulous antique, and then fix it up. Easy boy. Come on. Anyway, that's my belief, and I it's a long story, but I was in California. I had a property here. I bought a church once a long time ago, and unfortunately had to sell it because I started a family in California. And now I'm out here temporarily, but I'm going back because that's where my daughter is. And I'm here for about another month. And I'm just trying to soak it in before I leave, because I've said that to many people who are, that simply don't make enough money to buy a house in California. And I said, well, if you want to deal with some sweat equity, there's lots of wrecks you can get here, and they're pretty fabulous. It's like, it's worth the effort to work on something that is kind of magical. And it's just hard to find in California at any price. Anyway, this has been Justin, the Renegade Realtor from Coast West Real Estate. Thanks for watching. More later. Bye-bye.